Let me guess. You can speak English, but when you open your work email, your brain freezes. You type, delete, type again, and you still feel unsure. Or you're in a meeting and you know what to say, but the words don't just come out professionally. Today, I will show you the exact English phrases real professionals use at work, in emails, meetings, and daily office conversations. Now, I'm not giving you grammar stress or big grammar names. It's just simple English that sounds confident and professional. By the end of this video, you'll sound more confident at work, even if English is not your first language. Listen, work English is not the same as everyday English. It's not exam English. It's not textbook English. Work English is clear, polite, and professional. Now, look at these two sentences. I want this today. Could we have this completed today? Both sentences mean the same thing, but one sounds direct and a bit aggressive, while the other sounds professional. At work, how you say something is just as important as what you say. Let's start with daily office English. You know, what people say every single week at work. Instead of saying, I don't understand, try this. Could you please clarify this? This sounds more polite and professional. Here are more polite options. You can say, could you walk me through this? Could you explain this further? These phrases are very common in offices around the world. They show interest and not weakness. When giving updates, professionals avoid short or emotional sentences. So instead of saying, I'm still doing it, no, say, I'm currently working on it. That sounds calm and professional. Now, there are other phrases where you can use to give updates in a more professional way. You can say, I should have this ready shortly, or I'll keep you updated. These phrases show responsibility and confidence. Don't make this mistake. Yes, professional English is polite, but it is not weak. So, instead of saying, send it now, no, you say, could you please send it when you can? Did you see the difference? Being polite actually makes more people willing to help you. Now, let's talk about emails because emails are very important at work. People judge your professionalism by how you write. Now, avoid very short or outdated greetings. Don't say good day. I hope you're doing well is safe and professional. So say that instead. Here are more openings that you can use. You can say, I'm writing to follow up on, I'm writing regarding. Now, these phrases are used globally in professional emails, so I would advise you to use them. At work, requests should sound polite and not demanding. So instead of saying, I need this by Friday, no, that's rude. You can say, could you please share this by Friday? Much better. You can still sound more professional when sending files. Yes. So instead of saying, I sent the file, you can say, please find the file attached. That sounds much better and more professional. And by the way, this is a very common professional phrase. This is where a lot of people have problems saying no professionally. I mean, if you say no, it might sound rude, but you also have to say no at a point in time in your career. So here is what you do. You say, unfortunately, I won't be able to assist with this. Instead of saying I can't do it. Okay? Because professionals don't say no directly. They soften the message. There are more ways to politely say no. You can say, due to my current workload, da da da, or you can say, at the moment, I won't be able to help you with this and this. Okay, so this can help you avoid conflicts and keep communication respectful. Do not forget to end your meals politely. I mean, the small details matter. You can start good, your meal can be good and polite, but if the ending is somehow, it can spoil the message and the general outlook of your email. So you can say, thanks for your time, kind regards, best regards, and so on and so forth. Meetings in English can be stressful, especially if English is your second language or you're just learning English. But these phrases will help you participate confidently and professionally. When you want to start a meeting, you can say, let's get started, or thank you for joining. These are common phrases used worldwide. It helps set the tone of the meeting and gives off a professional atmosphere. Okay? Now, when you want to share opinions, it's important to do that confidently and professionally. Don't say I think. No, it gives you're not really confident in what you want to say. Instead, you can say, in my opinion, from my perspective. These phrases sound more professional and thoughtful. Sometimes I know it's important to interrupt somebody or something, right? I'm not saying interruption is bad, but when you do it rudely or unprofessionally, that's where we have a problem. So instead of saying, wait, no, 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 don't do that. You say, sorry to interrupt, but may I add something? Now, this sounds more respectful and it sounds better. Okay? Now, no, this is very important in international meetings. So please and please do not interrupt rudely. Here is another thing to know. Professional English avoids conflict. In fact, the workspace generally try as much as possible to avoid conflicts. So when you want to disagree with someone, don't just say you are wrong. No. You can say, I see your point, but I have a different perspective. This deflects the tension and it avoids conflict. The person sees you respect them and then he reciprocates the respect. Okay? Now we've learned how to say no professionally, we've learned how to disagree professionally, we've learned how to start emails and all that, right? Let's quickly fix some common mistakes non-native speakers make. Don't say I'll revert back to you. No, say I'll get back to you. Revert already means get back. So if you say I'll revert back to you, it's like saying I'll get back to you. Do you understand? When you say discuss about, it's like saying talk about. Okay? So instead of saying discuss about, just say discuss. Okay? For example, we discussed all evening. Okay? Not we discussed about all evening. No. Got it? Remember, we are being professional. So don't say, please do the needful. Nah, you can say that when you're talking with your friends, but in the office, no. You say, please let me know if you need anything else. That sounds more professional. Okay? Now, these small changes make a big difference. Bottom line is this. You don't need perfect English to sound professional. You just need clear, polite phrases. Save this video so you can come back to it before meetings or sending emails. If this helped you, like this video, share with your friends, subscribe and tell me in the comments. Do you struggle more in emails or meetings? Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Okay, bye.